Welcome back to the Protect Sports Network. This is your boy Tone, and I'm back with another video. If I had to get to an AGT joke, glory to God, man. If God would not be rapping to it right now. Hope God's opening doors and paving ways for all you wonderful people in Jesus' almighty name we pray, amen. Today's video, we're going to talk about Antonio Gibson. I want to give a shout out to Pedro Smith. He had a video about Antonio Gibson and Eric Bieniemy and how he can go to the next level as a running back this year. And also Ron Rivera's report that Antonio Gibson has showed tremendous growth as a runner and as a pass catcher. So, let's talk about it. So, Eric Bieniemy is now offensive coordinator in Washington, as we did fire Scott Turner, as you guys already know. No new news under the sun here. But Antonio Gibson's a very interesting guy this year. I know a lot of people are talking about Ryan Robinson and our new running back, Chris Rodriguez Jr., our 6th-round pick out of Kentucky this year, and guys like that. But no one is talking about Gibby, except for Pedro Smith. But I think Gibby now is going to elevate his game and become our new RB1 this year. I think that Gibby's going to have 1,500 yards from scrimmage, 750 receiving, 750 yards rushing, 10 touchdowns. I think he'll have a huge, huge year and prove why he deserved to be the running back one on his team. And no offense to Brian Robinson. I know he had a really good year after his shooting incident last year. But we've seen Gibby have 1,000 yards in 2 straight years in the Washington football team uniform. Not in a Commanders uniform yet, but in a Washington uniform, have 1,000 yards in consecutive seasons before Brian Robinson even got here. So this is going to be very interesting to see how this goes. I really think he's going to have a huge year, man, because you can use him in the backfield. You can use him as a receiver. I think they're going to use him in many different ways to get the ball in his hands in space. I think they're going to call more screens for Gibby, things like that. You saw the 71-yard screen to the crib against the Bills a couple years back. I think they see that explosiveness and way to play in space. I think they're going to use that a lot more as well. So this is going to be very interesting to see how it goes this year, man. But I like Gibby a lot. I think he'll have a huge, huge year just because of his versatility. I said you can use him in the backfield. You can use him as a wide receiver. He has 7 receptions for 72 yards in the season debut last year against the Jaguars. He also had a really good touchdown reception versus the Packers as well. And as he had that 71-yard screen a couple years ago against the Bills as well. So he's just so versatile. He's a weapon. He's the weapon for a reason. But I think they're going to use him as a primary back because he's so explosive. He can anytime can take the jump, take the ball to the crib, man. So
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Sorry about that, y'all. So, Antonio Gibson, I think he'll have a year. He's going to have a huge season. I think he'll have about 160 to 165 carries, maybe even 170 carries. But I also think he's going to have about 60 receptions. So he's going to have about 230, 240 touches. But I think they're going to be so explosive touches. Like, for example, maybe on a 3rd and 8, they might give Gibby a draw, and Gibby gets 15 yards for a first down. Or 3rd and 7, they throw him a screen. He gets 20, 25 yards for a first down. I think he's going to have less touches than he had his first 2 years of the league, and probably around the same amount as he had last year. But they're going to be much more impactful touches because he'll get the ball in space. He'll be able to operate a little easier, things like that. It's not going to be a bunch of bell cow running, like, for example, a bunch of duos, a bunch of dives. All the tough yardage stuff will be given to Brian Robinson and Chris Rodriguez Jr., but Gibby's going to get give him space. Let him make a dude miss and get him out of there. Like, he'll get those type of touches. Screens, slant on 3rd and 7 maybe. I said draw plays, counters, sweeps, things like that will get him in space and allow him to operate. So I think he'll have about 6-7 yards a touch. So 1,500 yards overall, scrimmage yards, 750 running, 750 receiving, 10 touchdowns overall. Huge season for Gibby coming up, man. I think Gibby's going to really make it tough for the Washington Commanders to let him walk because of such a huge season he will have. And he will make them make a TD. It's a tough decision. Because if Tiz has a huge season and Chase has a huge season and Gibby, you got to pick one to franchise tag. Are you franchising a running back, or are you franchise tagging one of your edge rushers? Are you going to give the tag to Gibby? Are you going to give the tag to Tiz or Chase? All 3 will have a great season. But I think if one of them has a great season, which is Gibby, and the other 2 have some subpar seasons, I think one of them will get an extension as a mid-tier, and the other one we'll get tagged. So that's going to do it for today's video. Like, comment, subscribe to the Protest Sports Network, subscribe to the Life of Tone, and also subscribe to all my bro channels down in the description. Go follow WSH on the daily on Instagram. Until next time, be safe, be easy, be blessed, and y'all have a great day, man. Have a great rest of y'all week. On phone them. Peace, cuz.